Shame on me. Oh, all that talking I did. No, Marion, I didn't have my microphone on. See how ill prepared I am this morning? I did everything except my mic. But I was going through the comments and everything, and I was asking you all, how do you like the new schedule, Tuesday and Wednesday? The reason why I chose those 2 days is the beginning of the week, and then there's the middle of the week. Still got some issues going on with my mom with her health, so I have to be there for her and it free up some of my time. But in between, I will still be writing. But I didn't want to overdo or stress myself out about trying to get online every day. But I decided, yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday is my new schedule. And during the months of April and July, which is Camp Nano, and in November, NaNoWriMo, my goal is to be here Mondays through Fridays at 5 a.m. and sometime during the midday. So, yeah, those are my focal points. So, how do y'all like the new video I did for the channel? I did that the other day, and it was my first time playing with the editing. And I was like, okay, so now I can bring more content to my channel. I'm learning as I go. So, I'm so proud of that. There's a lot of chat going on, and we went through that. Oh, I hope she feels better. Me too. And good morning, Ellie. Yeah, we went yesterday to get another MRI. My mom is having really bad issues with this MRI. The first one was a close and she panicked and couldn't do it. So we had to reschedule. And with COVID around and most of the hospitals are filled, it's really hard to get her in on a scheduled day. And by the time we finally got there, we went to another one that has the open MRI. And it was so weird because they did two patients before her. And then when it was her turn, they hooked her up to the IV because they had to do the contrast dye. The machine broke. I was like, maybe it's not meant to have this procedure done. I'm not sure. But she said her neck has started hurting her. So we're going to keep on following that. And she lives on the other side of town. So it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to get to her home. So that's why I scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday. And it may change in time, but I sort of like this time. Give me a chance to miss you so much. So when we come back, we'll be so excited to write, and I won't be burning out too much. But I would like to end each week with a challenge so you can implement it during the week and come back and talk about it. So, what projects are you working on today? Are you editing? Are you brainstorming? Are you doing research? Are you working on something else? For me, I am working on my cozy mystery. It is an ongoing thing, and I am really enjoying the editing process. It's the moment when you feel like I'm frustrated, I'm tired, I'm flustered, I can't do it. You need to step back and try to figure out what is the root of the problem. And I felt that way back in the end of November, well, probably throughout the whole month of November through December. And I had to finally step back and honor my story because I was writing what I wanted to write, even though these characters are in my head. They was telling me the story and I refused to let them navigate the story. And that's what caused the issue. So I finally decided to submit, to allow my characters to navigate their own story. I'm just writing it. And everything is so much clearer now. So yeah. Um oh yes. Marion says she loves the video. Thank you, Marion. I am learning how to do things, and I will get there. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's see. Ellie say, "Oh, I feel her. I had an MRI scan some years ago, and it does feel scary. But hearing the doctor's voice, it soothed me and made me less panicky. And hopefully that will work for her too. I know. I hope so too. But we're scheduled for an open one. Just this one here didn't work, so hopefully it worked." Next time we get it done, I'm gonna tell her, call and make sure it's working. It was working for the first two patients, but when it came to her, it wasn't. So, Crow said, I decided to pick up my WIP back up for a bit. I'll probably be switching between projects a lot this week. I am too. I am working on two projects this week: my Cozy Mystery, which is ongoing for this first quarter, and I'm going to be working on Josie, the Ballerina Journeyman, which is my children's story. It's written. I need to just go back and edit. It's a light edit and see if I need to do some revision a little bit more to it. But my plan is to submit that story to an editor this month. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I get that done. At least I might be doing some planning and then doing some work for my day job. Busy woman, busy, busy, busy. Day job. I start in 3 hours. Oh my gosh. Y'all got some busy. So let's go on and get started with a 10-minute writing sprint. Okay, that completes our 10-minute writing warm up. Um, Now we're going to head into, let's start with a 20-minute writing sprint. Okay, that completes our 20, was it a 20 minute? A 20-minute writing sprint. So I'm on a roll. I'm reinvesting in my characters, trying to make them more stronger. I'm working on Vera Mae Brown. Yes, Verna Mae Brown. I got to remember my characters' names. How do you keep up with your characters? Share with me in the comments. Um, I'm trying to adapt to a Bible, what they call a character Bible. I created some new questions and things. I did one, I think, back in November, but I'm changing it up a lot. I don't know if I did it in November or July. But anyway, some of it is irrelevant. So I guess it's a character sketch that I'm working on, but I tend to forget my characters' names. The secondary characters, I will always remember the primary character. So, how do you keep up with your character names? And how do you generate names for your character? Because to me, names are so important. And I like for each of my character to have a name that means something personal to me, but it also have to fit their personality within the story. So Crow is back, and Crow was able to get 137 words, and said her sister liked our setup. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But congratulations with those word counts. That is amazing. Uh, Nick said that he wrote 367 words. Good job, Nick. That is awesome. And in this part of the spring, Crow got 41 words, but also got a shower and more coffee. Oh, you on the roll. That sounds real good. I'm gonna have my second cup of coffee after this stream, and I'm gonna get my daughter up, and then I'm gonna come back and finish working on my characters. And Crow said, I make a list, a name list to keep track of them and their relations to my MC. I work at a call center, so when I hear a name I write it down. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I usually, when I'm talking to my friends, or they'll mention some names, or I go to a name generator and try to put some names together, but they seem so common to me. Whenever I go to different places and they have a name badge, I see some unique names. I am not going to kill you. And I ask them, what is your name? And they'll tell me. So I try to keep that in my head. But now I'm keeping a list. I must have changed some of my characters' names at least 10 times, because when I put my story down and come back, it's like, I forgot. Who is this person? So now I'm trying to keep a list of things. I might even create a spreadsheet with names on it. Marion said, good half hour, halfway through chapter one. Gonna take my time and to be careful. Yes, do that. That's really good. That's what I'm doing. She also said, I have a tablet with my main characters at the top and secondary names underneath, depending on their relationship, like Rose, ooh, Chris' mom. Oh, good. Maybe I should keep a tablet with the names, because I tend to have my notebook with me more than I have my computer. Then I have to go hunt through so many documents, especially Google Docs. I hadn't learned how to organize all my documents on that on Google Docs. So, or well, it's a spreadsheet I can create. But I think I keep a tablet, a little small notebook with names in it, because I love names. I do. I love names, and I'm tired of forgetting names. Crow saying, my dog is losing his mind. Be right back while I see what he's barking at. I can't wait till we get our doggy. LE said, I've been journaling. It has been a while since I did one in the morning. I just been journaling my projects and my activities and my writing, but not per se what's in my story. I might start doing that, because your side characters and secondary characters will make a great story or intro to your story if you want to really get more people invested in your story. A friend of mine did it to her book. So she took a secondary character and she's offering it to people to get an introduction of who this person is within her story. I thought that was pretty good. But now I'm going to keep me a little notebook, one of those little small notebooks. I have one for I just jot down my little notes in, but maybe I can get something little paperback that I can just keep nothing but names in it. Cause I'm really tired of going to the generator and forgetting about the names that I have or had and all that other good stuff. Someone was taking the morning walk down the street and he didn't like it. Aw, he's just watching out for the family. Okay, Ellie said, that's actually what I was doing before. I journaled the story before outlining. It's a long process, but it saves me time in the end from getting confused. Yes, and that's what I'm finding myself doing within my character sketch. It may be a little different from other people's character sketch, but like the background and all kinds of information about my character on that particular sheet. I'm using Scrivener, y'all. um, Thanks, Marion, for sending me the Scrivener code. I'm loving it. I set it up the way I like it so far, and I'm using that for my character sheets. I like it because everything is there. I don't have to keep looking for it in different documents like Google Drive, Google Docs, um, Microsoft Notes, and all this other stuff. It's right there, and I have access to it on my phone and on my iPad. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I am going to keep a separate thing for my names. Oh, Crow said, my plan is to start journaling next month. I break up my yearly goals into months, and that's on the February list. You're like me. I have quarterly goals that I break down into months and weeks and daily. I learned that through Matt Racklin. Okay, Scrivener is the best. Yes, it is. I was so down on Scrivener, and people are like that when they are not used to something new or they don't take the time to really learn it. And I'm learning it, and I'm finding myself really loving this program. Okay, y'all, let's get started on. Let's do a 30-minute writing sprint. Okay, that completes our writing sprint. Where are you with your word count? Good morning, Chasing Epiphanies. I miss you. You have any more of those exciting questions? Wow, it's good to see you here working on a well design and listening to audible audio books on my end. Good deed. So yeah, we're gonna finish up with a 7 minute um wrap up. I need to get the kiddos ready for school. Crow says 733 words for that spring. Oh, you are doing really good. I hadn't checked my word count because I'm still in the draft of my characters, revising some of them and how my victim was murdered. So that's the fun part. Ellie said no words, but I did a few more samples and analysis. I guess I said that right. Good. Okay, y'all, let's wrap this up. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see someone here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. 2,000 words edit here and there and rephrasing some things. That is so good. See how productive you all are? That is amazing. And I don't want you to stop. Continue with this. This is awesome. Your goals for the 2021 will be accomplished this year. So let's go into a 7 minute wrap up. Okay, that completes our warm up and writing sprint for today. Let's see some of the comments. Crow said, this is sadly proving my point that waking up early is the key to being productive. My dog shall not be pleased. Yes, for me, it's the best time. There are some people, though, feel like late at night or midday is the best time for them to write. And someone mentioned on Twitter, which I beg to disagree, that anytime, all the time, should be the best time to write. And that's not true. In the real world, it's not that easy and that simple. Everyone has their own set time that works for them to write. And for me, it's early mornings. In the past, it used to be late at night, but now I get so sleepy early. I'm in bed by 7 o'clock. So yeah. Let's see. What did I miss out on? Marion said, everyone, great job. Uh, Big Boy, he wrote, wow, 1234 words in this print. That is amazing. Congratulations. I am proud. Yes. Oh, here's my question. I was waiting for this. Ask us questions on the most interesting weird perspective you're written from. What's the most interesting weird perspective you're written from? Currently got a story that's told from the perspective of a plant. Oh, wow. I'm curious to read that story. You have to share more. And Nick said, I wrote a book from a rock. Oh, you must have been from the perspective of a rock. Do share. Okay, he said based on rock, scissors, and paper. Ah, that's intriguing. Dwayne the Rock, paper, scissors, and Johnson. That is really cute. Crow said they got 1063 words for the stream. Congratulations. That is really, really amazing. Okay, Ellie wants to know chasing epiphanies, a plant. That's really interesting. I want to know more. Me too. So for me, I don't know if it's as intriguing as a plant or a rock, but I wrote a children's story from the perspective of a ghost that lives in a toaster, which I'm still working on, and I would like to get it out for Halloween of this year. So yeah, that's the most perspective weirdest thing because he lives in a toaster. Yeah, it's weird. So anyway, yeah, I want to thank you all for joining me this morning. It's been very productive. I'm excited about my story. You should be just as excited about your story and whatever you're working on because writing is really hard. It is really a struggle, but it's the attitude that you bring into writing that make it so much fun, in my opinion. So yeah, uh, Chasing Epiphany says specifically a magical world tree. Am exploring the idea is growing. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Yes, keep up with that and share with us as you progress along. Ellie said, would be interesting to have an anthology about stories from the perspective of things. Yes, that that is really intriguing. I hadn't heard of any anthology with that. I like that. That's something we all need to consider here. Crow said, thank you for the stream. Yes, thank y'all for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, the last day this week for us. But yes, I will be back tomorrow, same time. Until then, I want you to all have a wonderful day. Find something to smile about. Enjoy a good treat. I am. And happy writing.